Gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures episode 64. We're back. Let's jump back in, shall we? Made a little hot cocoa tonight. Haven't had that while playing WoW for a while, but I was like, yay, let's bring back the tradition. And it is still hot as hell. Whew. Okay. So last time we logged off in Booty Bay. It's been a couple days since I played. Trying to remember what we were doing exactly. I think we needed to take these crocolisk skins to Drizzlik. Our boy Drizzlik. What they don't know won't hurt them, right, Drizzlik? Alright, he's right up here. The Drizzle. Drizzlik's Excelcior leather boots, finest workmanship. 100% high quality saltwater crocolisk skin boots, none finer. Can't beat a glowing description like that, can you? Except maybe if you have those skins for me. Yeah, we got them right here.
My boots! They're like sausages, adventurer. Look great, taste great. I tell you, they're filled with nothing but the finest ingredients and meats, and you eat it and you love it. It's safer and more enjoyable if you just trust me and don't ask too carefully what's really inside.
Okay.
With the inside finished, all that's left is to add the outer layer. For this, I use only the best Elder Croc skins. They are more durable and a better canvas, if you will, for adding the designs and accents that make Drizzlik's Excelcior line. It's hard to find that perfect skin, though. The only one that fits my plan is the skin of an Elder saltwater crocolisk. The Elders only come out to defend the other saltwater crocs, so you might need to kill a few to draw one out.
This is that elite that's on the beach that we've seen. Fuck. But these boots are crazy. Look at these things. So it's 1 extra stamina, or sorry, 1 extra agility, but we lose 6 stamina for 7 strength. It's also 10 extra armor. So I think these would actually be better than the Warsong boots. They also kind of match the drip a little more. We're going to take it on. Yep, there it is. Excelcior is an elite quest? No? Oh, it is. Okay. I think I could take on that crocolisk. We've looked at it before, and I've said that exactly. I was like, I think I could handle that thing. Let's put this Mossa Gate up.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend. Alright, let's catch a flight path back to Grom'gol Base.
How may I be of service?
Take me back to Grom'gol, baby. Alright, old Revelgaz. I think we need to go do the Singing Crystal Shards. We need to get these Shrunken Heads, the Shadowmaw Panthers, the Shadowmaw Claws, and the pristine Tigress Fang. Try and take on the Elder Crocolisk. I'll probably just go and pop out on the beach and see if I can handle that right now. And then after those, we might put a pin in Stranglethorn and go start Arathi Highlands. I'm starting to get out leveled for this area, and I do want to do Arathi Highlands. I haven't really done this place a lot throughout my WoW career, and I'm interested in the story and what's going on here. It's right next to Hillsbrad as well, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go through the Arathi Highlands if I want to get to the Badlands eventually. Because from what I've seen is, you got to go Hillsbrad, Arathi Highlands, go through the wetlands, go through Dunmoreau, and then just down here is how you can get to the Badlands. And I do want to go to the Badlands once we get to the 40s. Although there seems to be some decent low-level quests here right now that we could probably take on. So between Arathi Highlands, the Badlands, I also want to do Deathwallow Marsh. We've got a lot of stuff to do. I might be getting a little over-leveled for Duskwallow as well. So maybe we go do Duskwallow as well. And then the Elder Crocolisk is right out on this beach. Let's talk to Ahn'Qiraj, the defense of Grom'gol.
Well done. You have served the war chief with honor.
Thank you, brother. 50 silver we can get real quick. We're at 45 gold. Honestly, it's really impressive. We are 20% into level 39, almost 40, 80% away from 40. It's really, really exciting. Floating wreckage right outside. That's huge. I wonder how many jumps we're at. I think we broke 100,000 jumps recently. Okay, 2 trunks. Can't be mad at that. Bunch of leathers. I'm probably going to use this potion, so let's hold on to that. Put our daggers back on.
What can I help you with?
18 silver, 25 silver. Hey, for like 10 seconds of fishing, that's huge. We're definitely going to need poisons and a food buff and Rumsey's Black Label for this. I'm probably going to have to use a target dummy. I'm probably going to have to use a potion. Bombs, everything. Maybe gouge kite it a little bit. Get a little drunk before this fight. Now, usually, I was about to say it's up, and there it is. He's got 4,000 health, I've got 2,000, so he's got double my health. I could probably pull him back towards the guards if I just do more than half of his health. Damn. Crit me kind of hard. Let's go ahead and start throw kiting him a little bit, because evasion's off cooldown, or the duration ran out. Nice and easy. Will I get credit for this? Come on, boys, help me out. Let's go. Easy. Easy. Not bad, not bad. Now, if we could just do that for all these murlocs. Okay. I'm hiding this quest. Crystal in the mountains. I'm so sick of seeing it. Let's go take on these singing blue shards from the, I think they're like types of basilisks, if I remember what the quest said about them correctly. Let's get sprint on cooldown. Kill a few raptors along the way, honestly. I messed that up. I should have switched targets earlier. We're looking for raptor flesh. Don't have evasion. Can I take on 2? Probably. I mean, probably. I have a potion. Defense is at 190, daggers 193. That's pretty nice. Nothing but raptor eggs, no flesh. No flesh whatsoever, but we got a couple talons. You know what, since we're so close to Grom'gol, let's go sell this stuff. Starting to run low on bombs, but in our bank we have a lot of materials. 34 heavy blasting powder, a stack of 20 steel, like 34 mithril. We've got 56 iron bars, another stack of 10 right there. I can turn the iron into steel if I need more steel. What do I need for these iron grenades again? Iron bars, heavy blasting powder, and silk. Well, we've got a lot of that stuff, so even more bombs coming up. Okay. Var.
What do you need?
Nimbuya. All right. Top right. Middle right. Alt right. No, I'm just kidding. Let's check if Gluggle is up. We killed him a couple days ago, so I mean, I doubt I'm that lucky to get him again, but I don't think we've seen a rare twice. I think every time we've seen a rare and we go past its spawn point, it's down. So it's pretty rare to find the same rare twice. It's already pretty rare to get it once because they can spawn and then despawn, right? It's not like it's guaranteed to stay up forever. Also need to, I want to go turn in Tiger Mastery, but I also want to finish the Panthers first and turn in Tiger Mastery and Panther Mastery at the same time. Take out these raptors along the way. He just almost saw me. More sellables. We've gotten 1 extra raptor flesh. The drop rate kind of mid. Oh, there's the end of the rested experience bar. Haven't seen that in a while. I've been playing a lot more. Usually we just play like Monday through Thursday, but I've kind of been clocking some time in on the weekends, getting some stuff pre-recorded and ready, just because I'm enjoying the ass end of it a little more. And we're getting close. I mean, 20 levels, basically 20 levels away from our goal. That's exciting. I've got a couple characters up in Classic to 60, but none in Hardcore. This will be my first. We've got many characters in Hardcore, like past the 40 mark, like 45, 48. I've got some on other servers at like 33, 37, and then usually like other games will come out, or I'll just get a little bored, or, you know. But doing it with the channel has been a lot of fun, and it's kind of kept me like focused, rooted, driven. I've got a goal. I've kind of got this like quota to meet every night where it's like, okay, well, we got to get that hour in, and that's really keeping me locked in with it. I've got a couple 60s in Classic in general. Never got there back in the day because I was just too young back then. We've talked about this story a couple times, but yeah, this will be my first on hardcore, so I'm really determined to make it there. The rogue, it has to be. I mained a undead rogue for original Classic relaunch. It was my main. Once I feel like I really found my main, undead rogue was it. So I was like, I just had to start with the undead rogue. And then from there, we can kind of branch out. We'll take a little more risks on some of the other characters, because if I die, I'm not too pressed. But I do want to get every class eventually to 60 in hardcore. Wow. I don't think it's that big of a feat as far as like the time aspect of it, right? You play for an hour for a month or two every night, you'll get there. You really will. We're kind of proving that. I think we've been doing well. This is the 64th episode, so I mean, 2 months, an hour a night, maybe an hour and a half. At most, I think we've pushed 2 hours here or there. But for the most part, we just play an hour, so. With having very limited time in a game that takes a lot of time, as far as traveling to A to B, just doing simple tasks as far as like gathering like 8 skins or something like that. Like, you know, it doesn't take a lot of time as far as like, it's the same as like a AAA game's main story. I feel like 60 to 80 hours in game time. I think you'd probably be about there. We are at 3 days, 21 hours. So, and we're going really slow. So what is that? Does it count? Yeah, it counts 24. So 24, 48, call it 90 some odd hours right now. You know what? We might need like 120 hours or so. Oh shit. Need to be very careful. There's a lot of rogues in here. This has got to be where we need to be, right? Yeah. These are humanoids too, so this is kind of dicey. This is kind of dicey. They're not. Are they in there? They have to be in here, right? Yeah, I'd say if you were fast and you weren't like role playing kind of like we are with like the quests and trying to complete zones and ooh, more junk box. If you were playing like optimally, you probably get there 60 to 80 hours, but we're going very slow because we're reading quests and we're completing zones and reading the dialogue, role playing. We're not doing dungeons. Like all these things are kind of really slowing us down. Plus, I'm just, you know, I'm not playing very optimally. What are we doing in here? I don't see. I don't see any of these crystals. They must be up top, huh? They've got to be, right? Because these come from basilisks. The basilisks eat these crystals, yeah. Must have taken a wrong turn in Kansas, or whatever the hell they say. Nice and easy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a quest to come back into this cave and kill some of these Curzon, head shrinkers, commandos, elites, whatever. Empty hip flask. It's kind of cool. Ew, stormwind debris. Oh, you son of a bitch. He actually felt me in his pockets. They have a Netomatic, a smoke bomb, backstab. Green Hills, page 21. I think we've read 21. Yep. I'm just realizing you can hold control and get the actual details, even though it says it as you hover over them. I've never really paid attention. Increases the caster's chance to block for 55 for 6 seconds. Hey, that's huge. Tons of blinding powder there. So we've got a full stack. There they are. We've got a full stack of blinding powder now. I can safely use blind and not feel bad. Stamina buff and Rumsey's Black Label's about to wear out. But we got our value. We took out the elite crocolisk. Stuns an enemy, rendering it unable to move or attack for 6 seconds. Crystal Gaze? That needs to get kicked for sure. Oh. Iron lockbox. Get rid of the egg. Come on, something good. Okay. If I was a druid, I'd be stoked. The Sequoia Hammer of Arcane Wrath, 60 silver. I'll get rid of the page. No, I'll get rid of the raptor hide. Oh, these basilisks are going to be like 1 in a million. There's not very many of them up. Definitely don't want to pull more than one of these two, I think. So the spines can stack. The eyes can probably stack. If we're going to get rid of anything, we'll probably get rid of the page next. Alright, energies for kick now. I just said it, almost fucked it up. Still no crystals. I didn't keep... Ugh. We haven't gotten hit by it yet. We've resisted it quite a bit, which is nice. This one has a crystal for us right here. Still no crystals? God. This quest is going to take forever. There's really not many of them. It's a very, like, condensed area that these things can spawn. I mean, I like the gray items they drop. They're pretty valuable, but there's just not very many of them. Guess I'll get rid of the hip flask next. Should have got rid of that before the page, but it is what it is. Oh, here we go. Is there no other zone that these things spawn? Oh, over here as well. Okay. Dude, that's crazy. Seems like they might respawn kind of quickly though. Nope. Dude, we've killed 6 or 7 now and not a single one. It's a bit brutal. We've resisted it. Oh no, we kicked that. Nice. There we go. We finally got 1. That is a bit brutal, but it looks like they respawn kind of quickly. We're gonna go swing by Hemmett's and check out over here as well for these crystal spine basilisks, just because there's an NPC that we can sell things to at Hemmett's camp. Pop sprint, get it on cooldown. We'll probably kill a few of these over here and then head back over here. And that way, when we have, you know, fresh, empty bags, we can come down here and hunt the panthers. I feel like there's definitely some chest in here somewhere. Hang on 1 second. Let me let my cat in. I'll be right back. Okay, it wasn't him. I just got juked out. Okay. We can probably run past these panthers. Yeah, they're great to us. Well, you know, we didn't make our goal as far as getting 100 gold by level 40, but we got about halfway there. That's not bad. I don't think I've ever hit that goal. Getting 100 gold by the time you hit 40. I'm not that savvy with my money. Especially on a solo self-found character where I can't use the auction house and sell some of these crazy items that we've gotten. I've had to just vendor them to the NPC, and that feels rough. But, because I know some of them would go for 10, 15, 20 gold. Especially on an older server that's been around for quite a while, like this server, where people have money, they bought money with their IRL credit cards and shit. I know how these things go. Jokilla. So apparently they're all along this region up here. I was tempted to fish up that greater sagefish that was right there. Greater sagefish actually vendors for quite a good bit, but not right now. We're in a crunch. trying to get a lot of things done. We only have half an hour left to play already. So these are the stone maw basilisk. They can also drop the crystals, but they're different basilisks than the ones that we just fought. There we go. First kill. These guys might have a better drop rate for him. Excuse me. One for two. It's alright. There's not very many. I mean, this place looks very small. This might be one of those quests that we have to chip away at, like, slowly over time, because this might take a bit. Okay. 2 for 3 is not bad odds compared to we just killed like 7 earlier. Now, total honesty, I've got a little baggie of starbursts here. You guys starburst fans? I like starburst, but I only like the yellow and the pink. Those are the best colors. There's another one. Was that iron? Tin. I got baited by the starburst. Which way do you open this thing? There we go. Oh, kick it. Perfect. We'll just stab it to death. Not bad. Hey! They have to have a crazy fast respawn, right? Well, I mean, we're like halfway there already. I say already, like we haven't just killed like 30 of them. I think a more efficient use of our time would be to go take on the pristine Shadowmaw panthers, the pristine tigress fang and the Shadowmaw panthers, because we can get 2 birds, 1 stone. We'll just chip away at this quest slowly over time. I might do some fishing at the end of tonight's session. 2 schools of greater sagefish. My cooking's already maxed out, right? Yeah, 225. We would just take the sagefish for sales, basically. You and me go fishing in the dark. Let's go try and find some of the Shadowmaw panthers and get that pristine tigress fang. Keep our eyes out for some floating wreckage. We love that floating wreckage. Floating wreckage was definitely the reason we leveled fishing, and it has paid off handsomely, man. I mean, even just the last couple ironbound trunks we've gotten, a crazy ring, Of the monkey is like the best for a rogue, in my opinion. You get both survivability and damage. So we got this ring. Some of the best pants I've ever seen in my life. Look at those things. Crazy. Quests would never give you an item like this. 15 agility. We were stuck in those, like, that red skirt or dress or whatever it was. We had that thing for, like, God, 20 levels. The hood, I can't say the hood because the hood came from a rare, but the hood was crazy. I think we fished up these bracers as well. Pretty solid bracers. Now, I need to be careful over here. This is the Azjol-Nerub entrance. Need to be very careful over here. I don't think there's any high-level elites outside of it, but... we'll put on some fresh poisons when we get to these panthers. Another... we have so many of these potions. Any extra heavy stone you want to give us is greatly appreciated. We love it. We love it. Thank you very much. Well, it says the panthers can be right up here, so let's go ahead and throw these bad boys on. I'm not going to use a black label, but I will use a roasted raptor. Just so I can feel confident pulling more mobs. I'll definitely be out here for 15 minutes plus. The Stranglethorn Tigress. Tell me we get it first try. Nope, it's okay. Give me just 1 second. Okay, now we're back. This time my cat did want to come in. Alright. These tigresses are pretty big. What's exciting is, I think after we get the rogue to max level, we might take a little bit of a MMO break with Classic WoW Hardcore and try to take on maybe something like Star Wars The Old Republic. That was a really fun MMO that I played a long time ago. It's like completely, oh, a vendor. It's completely voice acted. There's a lot of dialogue. That's really fun to play through as far as like a story goes. I thought about maybe taking on Guild Wars 2 again. That was a really good MMO that I played a long time ago. I have a alpha invite to Ashes of Creation for the 3rd wave. That comes out in like 5 days. I'm probably going to be putting that on the channel as well as doing the WoW content, but maybe when we're done with this character and get him to level 60, maybe then I will shift more time and focus on that and try and get a character to max level there, see how that goes. Galvin the Ancient. Artisan blacksmith of the Mithril Order. So I'm pretty sure this is like a blacksmith quest. Like if you're a blacksmith, you get certain recipe from either a high-end dungeon or a raid, and then you come to this guy. I don't know though, I've never done it, but this guy's, it's pretty cool to see him out here. Surrounded by panthers, bro. Got one of the claws. These long, soft tails sell for so much. Look at that, 8 silver. Whew. Now the panthers, they are in stealth. You have to get close to at least spot them in stealth. If your deception is high enough, which thankfully as a rogue, ours is pretty good. We'll hit that iron real quick and then we'll drop down there. Bangthera, that's the elite panther that you have to take on once you're done with this quest line. All of the elites, like the elite tiger, the elite panther, and the elite raptor, we're probably, if we're going to take them on, we're probably going to have to kite them out with like gouge like we did with the crocodile, but we won't have the guards. You can pull them all the way back to the guards at Grom'gol Base though, if you're good. That might be a play. Because they're going to be pretty tricky to take on alone. A simultaneous kill. .308 crit. But yeah, if we play any of the other MMOs, we probably won't play them hardcore. I love hardcore WoW, but you know, if we played Star Wars, it would just be for the story. If we played Guild Wars, it's not the greatest story in Guild Wars, but it would be fun to kind of learn something and just revisit it. Guild Wars, not really. I'm kind of thinking maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But Star Wars, that one's definitely going to come. I just don't know what time we'll be playing that. It might be right after we finish with the Rogue in Classic Hardcore WoW, get him to 60. It might be later down the line. I'm not sure. I've got a lot of things that I want to put on the channel, a lot of plans. Right now we're currently playing Classic WoW Hardcore, Pal World, Slay the Spire Daily. We're doing Silent Hill now. We're playing a game, Jotun. We just beat Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. We're just going through a lot of things. A lot of different games, a lot of different styles. Having a lot of fun with all of them, honestly. Did not think I'd be liking Silent Hill 1, a very old game, but I didn't think I'd be liking it as much as I am. At first it was really frustrating for me and I had to take a break after like an hour and a half of playing it. But after some reflection with it and like an hour away, I was like, man, I actually really had fun with that and I'm excited to get back into it. So it's very challenging. It does not hold your hand at all. And the game is just dated. Like the combat's very bad. It's a very old game as far as the aesthetics, but I'm the type of gamer that I can like play old games and still appreciate them. I know a lot of my friends, I've talked about this before, but they just can't. If a game looks bad, they're immediately like, I can't play this. Like, and I get it, but I don't know. I can appreciate those things, and that's kind of what I want to bring to the channel. Some brand new games, some games from like 1990. Like I want to do Elder Scrolls Arena pretty soon. I played that game last year as a joke with my buddy and wound up actually really liking it and being like, oh man, this would be great to play through blind for the first time on the channel. Baldur's Gate, the original. I'd love to play 1, 2, and 3. We've talked about that, but that one's coming to the channel soon. I got a good bit into Baldur's Gate 1 like last year or 2 years ago with a friend of mine and really liked that game. That game was a lot of fun. Very challenging. There's a lot of old stuff that we're going to bring to the channel over time. The Witcher, I've got my eyes on The Witcher 1 right now, and then obviously we would progress into 2 and 3 over time, but The Witcher is a franchise that I never really got into. I've never read the books, I've never played any of the games. I know a little bit about the lore. I watched the show like once, and I liked the show, but I've always had it in my like log of like things that I want to play, and it's been sitting in my Steam library for years. And I was looking at it the other night, and I was like, man, we might have to put it on the channel soon. We haven't had like a big meaty game since Dragon Age Origins, when we replayed through Dragon Age Origins for the channel. So that might be the next big solo player game that we play. That, or like a Mass Effect or Dark Souls, something like that. But then again, I am trying to get a new position. I've just recently applied to a place that I would be working long hours, swing shift, 12-hour days, swinging to 12-hour nights. So it would definitely limit the time that I can put into the channel, but I would still try and put in as much energy as I could on my days off into the channel. It would just, things as far as like release schedules for the channel would change, and I would definitely try and bring that up, or you know, just when that content's coming out, I would talk to you guys about it. But things would just slow down a little bit. I'd probably just take on like one game at a time instead of juggling all these different games. But I can do that now because I can just kind of get things recorded ahead of time, set them, pre-release them. But oh, there we go, pristine tigress fang. If my schedule got much more busy with that and trying to juggle school, even though I'm almost done with it, it would just be tough. So yeah, very exciting. We got new games coming to the channel. I might have a new position. Yeah, it's great. Now, where are more of these? There we go. A second. Where are more of these panthers? We don't need Bangthera or Bagthera. Not quite yet, at least. We are 4 for 4 for those claws. Five for 5, let's go. Now I did see some elite ogres down here. I need to be very careful with them. The Moshog warmongers. Man, 6 for 6. Great drop rate on those Shadowmaw claws. Mad Swords hit level 60. Yo, congrats. I think that iron just spawned like right in front of me. Seven for 7, baby. Just a humble little 2-piece, not too bad. Let's go. 8 for 8. We still need 2 more for the other quest, but it's starting to rain. We've only got about 10 minutes left, so we'll try and kill 2 more panthers. Maybe go try and grind out a few more of these crystals. Large fang, what do those sell for? 75? Yeah. Might just get rid of the tiger meat. We'll see what this guy drops. Two fangs. I mean, the tiger meat still sells for more. Let's just keep the tiger meat. Pop sprint. I don't think tonight we'll go do a bunch of engineer crafting because it's getting late. It's almost midnight, but maybe tomorrow night after we're done recording, I might go back to town and do some crafting, or like at the very end of the recording, we can do some crafting. Are those? What? What is this? Trolls and some human a troll chasing 2 humans that are like frozen in ice. I wonder if that's a reference or if there's a reason for that. I mean, it's definitely in the game, and someone coded that, so it's in the game for a reason. It might be like a Warcraft reference. It might be something to do with Azjol-Nerub. It might be something to do with the trolls, like voodoo magic. I'm not quite sure, but that was really interesting. I wonder why that's there. It's things like that that make me like love this world, because I've played the game for like 20 years. I had no idea that was there, and one day I might find out the answer and be like, oh, that's so cool. There's so many things that we've found out the answer for where I'm like, that's so sick. I've seen this before 100 times and I had no idea. Like, that's just the magic of it, right? Like I said, I don't really like pulling 2 of these things because they have a 6-second stun. But I've resisted a lot of those crystal gazes so far, so maybe we could get lucky and, you know, handle 2 of them and just double resist. But if I get hit... Okay, tiger meat's gone immediately. If I got hit by 2 of those 6-second stuns back to back, that'd be pretty brutal. 29 charges, yeah, well, hang on. We'll give it a shot. If I just get a well-timed bomb, I'll be okay too. Or I don't even need it, I guess. Well, I think I'm gonna get rid of the potions, honestly. Just because the basilisk spines can stack up much neater into larger piles. We'll probably be swinging back by Nessingwary's camp soon anyways, though, so... Barabel Lady? Congrats on hitting 60. I'd love that as well. I guess at this point, get rid of my blacksmith armor. How many thrones do I have? 111 left. Get rid of the curved claw. Is that iron outside of the cave? I think it might be. It's gotta be a way up here this way, right? Nah. Okay. Let's go check that iron. I think it's right outside the cave, which is cool. We'll get that real fast. The stockpile is the name of this place. That's cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Nice. More heavy stone, more heavy stone. There it is. Okay, give me some more. Come on. Hey. Can't be greedy with it. Let's get through the Curzon camp as quick as possible. We need 4 more of the singing crystal shards. Not too bad. Probably won't get all 4 over here if I'm being real. So we'll spend the next couple minutes trying and then turn in Panther and Tiger Mastery. Head back to Grom'gol, turn in Mok'thardin's enchantment, and then fly back or hearth back to Booty Bay. Turn in Excelcior, get those boots. Daddy gets a new pair of shoes. We'll read one of the books tonight, I think, and then we'll get ready to call it. There's that same tin node from earlier. I don't really need tin. I mean, I do as far as like for Rinling at the Dark Moon Fair, but I'm not concerned about that right now. I don't have the bag space for it. I don't know what the add-on is called. Jump counter. 33,000. We haven't jumped that many. I thought we jumped maybe 100,000 times, but yeah, we have not jumped 100,000. We've jumped 33,000 times. It's like my little OCD nervous tick habit. I got that add-on just to track how many times we're gonna jump, and because it's just a button that I can't help but press, like most people. The jump is just so crispy in this game, and I noticed because of the amount of time I played, hey, 2 back-to-back, I've noticed because of the amount of time I've played WoW and just done the jump, it's carried over to other games. I just can't help but spam jump. At this point, it's just like a high score thing for me. Can we break 100,000 before we hit 60? Probably not, but if I was jumping literally non-stop intentionally, we probably would. I just want to see what we get unintentionally. Alright, 8 out of 10. That's not too bad. Maybe the next time we play we can get those last 2. I think I'm going to go down, sell, fish up a lot of this Stranglethorn that I see, because it should help get my... I mean, fishing's already maxed out, isn't it? Yeah, it's just first aid that's left, but it's money, you know, and I could get a random trunk out of it. There's literally like 3 or 4 pools right here, so... Let me see what the greater sagefish sells for. So raw, it sells for 125. If you cook it, it sells for 125, so you might as well just sell them raw.
Open for business. Light bless you.
Hey, Jack.
Most impressive. I believe you are almost ready. Here is the final challenge that I will put forth. We've been tracking an elusive tiger for weeks. We call the beast Sindal. See if you can do what no person has done before. Hunt down and kill Sindal. Bring me her paw as proof of your accomplishment. Tracking her down will be no easy task.
These will match the boots that we're about to get.
See you around.
You've done well, adventurer. You've almost proven yourself to be a master hunter of panthers. A panther by the name of Mok'thardin has been prowling the jungle. So far, he's eluded our party. See if you can use your skills to kill the great Mok'thardin. Bring me the fang of Mok'thardin, and you'll have earned my respect.
So earlier I was saying a quest would never give you a reward this good, but I mean, these are actually insane. Like, I think I would use these over the pants that we have. We would lose 5 agility, but we would gain 11 stamina. That, to me, is a worthy trade. That's an extra 110 health for minus 5 agility. I'm taking that for sure. It's going to be a hard quest to do, though. That's the issue. Let's throw on the fishing rods, hit a couple pools real quick. Rev, shaman. We might hit a lucky box or something. What the hell is this guy doing? Evening, fellas. Guy was like humping me. What the hell is that all about? Little strangle kelp, never hurt nobody. Just trying to get the starburst free. I think there was one more pool. Yeah, right there. Oh, extra 10 silver. I will say, Stranglethorn has been a really sick place for upgrades for my rogue. This is a note for the future. A lot of leather. And there it is. That's exactly why we do it. There's a lot of leather here. And it makes sense, right? You're hunting a lot of beasts. You would get their skins, their carcasses, or whatever, and it would make good leather goods. But there's a lot of leather here. That's really valuable. We're about to get a pair of boots, a pair of gloves, a pair of pants, probably a chest piece from the Raptor quest, I would hope. I would love a pair of shoulders, but those are far and few between. I'll be pissed if we have these shoulders all the way till 60. Okay, worth it. Just money in that one. That's kind of a really bad ironbound trunk, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Swing back by Grom'gol Base. Pop the turbos. Takashi 6-9 ruins. I think pretty soon, like I said, we're going to take on Arathi Highlands and Dustwallow Marsh before we outlevel them too much. Stranglethorn will come back. This is definitely a zone that you're going to spend some time in, leave, come back. Like, there's definitely some level 40, yeah, like 43, 44, 45 level quests here, so... Balal Ruins. Any chests? No. Axe throwers on me, it's fine. She's got the helmet. Spirit Hunter Headdress. We want that thing. And we know how to get it. And that reminds me, I need to do that quest soon as well. That helmet would definitely replace this helmet. It's leather, it's got agility on it. Although that helmet that we have there is really good, but... Floating wreckage, let's go. Alright, last fish of the night. Firefin, I don't really care about them. I should fish it up just for the chance of a box, but we're getting a few boxes right here. Hopefully more than 2. Maybe it's like 3. Oh. Yeah, 2. You know what? I'm happy with 2. Some heavy leather, and a giant club of the bear. That's actually a sick looking weapon. Yeah, you know what, I was about to fish up that hole, but I said that was the last fish of the night, so... it sells for almost a gold piece, too. That's sick. Uthok. This is such a cool looking weapon, man. Giant club of the bear. It's only a one-handed weapon too. I thought it was two-handed, but... Talk to Farseer Mok'thardin. What news do you bring?
Your knowledge of the jungle is strong, adventurer. These specimens will be perfect. I will thank the spirits for sacrificing such fine beasts for the cause of the Horde.
The items you gathered from the feline beasts of the Vale are only the first requirement for a powerful enchanted item. These jungle trinkets, combined with my shamanistic ritual, will provide you with a very useful tool in assisting the Horde and the War Chief. But now you must gather for me some jungle stalker feathers. The feathers are traditionally worn by the beasts on their armbands. You will find a tribe of the raptors directly south of Grom'gol, not far from the Great Arena.
Alright. Well, I need to hunt stalkers anyways, so... Let's catch a... Yeah, you know what? Let's just put it on cooldown. We're gonna be done here in a second. Let's go get those Excelcior boots and read a story before bed tonight. So we read the story about the Plague of Lordaeron. We read the story of the fall of Quel'Thalas, the High Elves, now known as the Blood Elves.
Yo!
I read somewhere that the saltwater crocolisks are slowly dying out. Bad news for my business, isn't it? Anyways, I hope you have that elder saltwater crocolisk skin for me.
Great. Thanks to your help, I'll have this order filled and sent off to Director Riddlevox on the next boat to Undermine. Ahead of schedule, even. For all your hard work here. I made some extras, so take a pair. It's on Drizzlik. And remember, there's no boot so fine as one of Drizzlik's Excelcior line.
I love Drizzlik.
Be good.
You're a pretty swell fella, Drizzlik, you know that? These boots are crazy. And they match the drip. We're finally getting rid of the Warsong boots. We've had these since, like, the level 20s or so. I lose 6 stamina, but I gain 1 extra agility, some more armor, and 7 strength. I think I'm going to take that. Stamina is pretty valuable right now, though, is what I'm thinking, so. But you know what, we'll just let them go. I need to go in here. Let's read the Twin Empires. About 16,000 years ago, long before the Night Elves foolishly called down the wrath of the Burning Legion, trolls lorded over much of Kalimdor, then a single continent. There were twin troll empires, the Gurubashi Empire of the southern eastern jungles, and the Amani Empire of the middle forestlands. There were smaller tribes that lived far to the north, in the region now known as Northrend. These tribes founded a small nation known as Gundrak, but never achieved the same size or prosperity of the southern empires. The Gurubashi and the Amani empires had little love for one another, but rarely warred against each other at the time. Their greatest common enemy was a third empire, the civilization of Azjol-Nerub. The Ahn'Qiraj were intelligent insectoids who ruled the lands of the far west. These clever insectoids were greatly expansionistic and incredibly evil. The Ahn'Qiraj were obsessed with eradicating all non-insect life from the fields of Kalimdor. The trolls fought them for many thousands of years, but never succeeded in winning a true victory over the Ahn'Qiraj. Eventually, due to the trolls' persistence, the Ahn'Qiraj kingdom split in half as its citizens fled to separate colonies in the far northern and southern regions of the continent. Two Ahn'Qiraj states emerged: Azjol-Nerub in the northern wastes and Ahn'Qiraj in the southern deserts. Though the trolls suspected that there were other Ahn'Qiraj colonies beneath Kalimdor, their existence was never verified. With the insectoids driven into exile, the twin troll empires returned to their business as usual. Despite their great victory, neither civilization expanded much farther than their original boundaries. However, ancient texts speak of a small faction of trolls that broke off from the Amani Empire and founded their own colony in the heart of the Dark Continent. There, these brave pioneers discovered the cosmic well of eternity, which transformed them into beings of immense power. Some legends suggest that these adventurous trolls were the first Night Elves, though this theory has never been proven. So that's why I've heard people say Night Elves originally were trolls, and that, I mean, that makes sense, right? So this small group that split off from the Amani Empire went and found the Well of Eternity, and that gave them like this crazy cosmic intelligence and control over magic, and that's so sick. All right, let's get into our bid. I think we're gonna finish up a few more things next time. It might take up the whole episode, but if not, we're gonna head to the Arathi Highlands and start questing there, as well as Dustwallow Marsh and start questing there. So we've got about 2 of those books left, as far as I know. I don't think there's any other books that I've seen. So I think we've explored Booty Bay pretty thoroughly. But alright guys, we're going to call this one here for now. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow night. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.